Okay guys, in today's video we have a very condensated and was filled with water RX8 tail light, the gasket, they're the bulbs that I've already taken out. I'm going to be showing you how to split the headlights apart so you can get the internals painted black if you want to, and I'll show you how to fix it all back together. Okay, so things you'll need a screwdriver or an impact, whichever you prefer, a soldering iron, the gasket, the light, some tape. I've used electrical tape to mask off just the small areas, some sandpaper to rough up any areas that you're going to be painting, and I'm using a multi-tool, or you could use your Dremel, but I've got no cutting discs for me Dremel, and then some black paint if you wish to black out some of the interior of the light, and a glass cleaner just to clean the lenses afterwards. First of all, we'll start off by taking off this little plastic piece, and that's it, because I've already taken all the bulbs out, and the rest of the harness, other than this one for the little lights here, are attached to the car. Okay, take a marker or a paint pen of some sort so you can mark out where you're going to cut on this, but make sure it's a colour that you can see, because we are drawing on black. As you can see, where I've drawn the mark is where I'm going to cut it. Got my multi-tool with the metal cutting piece, and be careful not to go too deep and hit your lens on the inside, and just cut it all the way around and be as neat as you can. Okay, once you've cut all the way around, just check that you've gone through everywhere before trying to take out the black plastic bit at the back. Sometimes as you're cutting with this, it can fuse itself back together, like it did here. Right, the one with the lock, the hole for the lock, it's all sealed around here, so you're gonna have to cut around there as well. So we'll mark that up and we'll cut that. Now they're apart. It's not the cleanest, especially around here, but I'll just plastic weld it all back together, and then I'll add material if I need to. So we'll set this aside for now, and we'll concentrate on the front of this. And it literally smells like a pond because of the amount of water that was just in this. All this bit, that's broke, but we'll fix that. Take this bit off, comes towards you gently, see that? It's come out of there. And with this one, there's just a couple of clips here and one more, but you can't access them to get anything, so you just have to pull it off and just trust that the clips won't break. And them are the little clips I was talking about. Then undo all the screws on the back, and then this will give you access to these. this piece here, this one comes out relatively easy. And then it brings the cable with it for the lights. So just set that to one side. This one is glued down here, so you kind of just have to snap the glue and then just re-glue it back on. And then that's out. Set that aside, and then we'll get to cleaning this because it's absolutely disgusting. Okay, now that's all cleaned up, what I like to do is just get the heat gun on it just to make sure there is no moisture in there whatsoever. Now we'll set this to one side and we'll focus on the other bits that we're going to be painting. Okay, we're going to be taking this piece out. Actually, just give it a push on there, but it is glued in as well, so you'll have to re-glue it once you get it out. It's a bit stubborn to get out there. You see where it was all glued? So we'll get rid of that and then we'll re-glue it. And make sure you clean these two bits as well. Alright, now we're going to be sanding down any of the areas that we want to paint. I need to be careful of this area here. So we'll mask this off now before doing any of the scuffing. Make sure you've got yourself a sharp blade and just trim off the excess. Okay, 240 sanding pad and just scuff them up. Now we've got an area that we can paint on, just so it doesn't go all over the table and everything like that. So the only primer I've got is red primer, and I didn't really want to prime them red, so I'm just going to go straight on with black because they are in a sealed unit anyway, so it should be alright. So just light coats, even coats. You can dry it with a heat gun in between. Right, now these are painted and pretty much dry. We'll set them down to one side and then focus on the rest of the stuff. Now let's get this clean. Bring this back and start applying these pieces. First of all, get your glue. Take this piece, put your cable back through, and then clip this one into place. But I don't recommend gluing this one in case you ever need to pop it out for this, change these lights or anything. Not that you will, because I don't think they'll go, but just in case. Insert these in the right places. We'll apply a little bit of glue and then we'll put it back in. And then we'll take this, apply a little bit of glue and then put it back in. I'd recommend starting off by putting these ends in and then clipping this side down, just so you're not bending them. Pull back in and peel off your masking tape. There we go, already looking 10 times better. Now it's time to work on the face and the outer shell, the lens. So we'll give it a wipe, get rid of any of the debris from cutting, any of the plastic shards. We don't want any of them falling back into the light once we've closed it all back up. The outside at this point doesn't matter too much, it's just so I can see if there's any smears on the inside or if they're on the outside. Okay, take the internals and line it up as best you can with where you made your cuts. And this is what we're looking for, lined up, so you can see where you cut it before. Right, now it's time to plastic weld it together. I'll film it as best I can, but it can be a bit awkward to film, so what I do, I start off just get the seam and just rub it up and down. Seems to work for me, and it seems to be closing up that gap. I don't know if you can see, but that's the part I've done. So now I'm going to do the rest of it. That's done, guys. That takes a lot of effort, a lot of patience, but if you stick with it, you'll get it. That's the messy part because of how I had to cut it, but I've got every last bit of it sealed up. Some places I've had to add some material, but for the most part, it's all done. And that's it, guys. That's how you split and paint the inside of tail lights of your RX8 and then put them back together. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Please give us a like and subscribe for future videos. And if you want to see how bad they were before and uninstalling them and installing them again, then watch my next video, which will be going live soon. Thanks for watching.